If you're coming to Iceland this summer and you're wondering how cold it is, you're in the right place. In this video, I'll go over what to expect from each month, what you should wear, and I'll give you some tips. No fluff or anything like that, just straight to the point. So let's get to it! Now, May is kind of the start of the summer in Iceland, but don't let that fool you. The average daytime temperature will be around 5 to 11 degrees Celsius, and nights can still drop close to freezing, especially outside of Reykjavik. Definitely expect rain and wind. It's still cool and crisp, especially up north and in the highlands. And always remember to factor in the wind chill. The wind will drag the average temperature down quite a bit. Now we're gonna start to see the sun a bit more, and the daylight is gonna be 16 to 20 hours. So you're definitely gonna have plenty of time to explore. But maybe bring a sleep mask, just in case. Now, before I tell you what you should wear, I wanted to quickly let you know that you can rent all the outdoor gear that you need at icelandcover.com. Use the code SUMMERCOLD for 10% off at icelandcover.com. And here is what you should wear. Now, it's still cold, but nothing like in the winter. You'll want to have good outdoor layers to protect you from the wind and rain, but you might not need all the layers. Now, June is going to feel milder for sure. It's going to be around 8 to 13 degrees Celsius. Now, you might get sunny days, but don't expect shorts weather unless you're lucky. But it's definitely getting warmer. The start of the month is usually pretty cold, but by the end of the month, we're fully into summer. Now, there's always going to be rain, but June isn't a super rainy month. The wind is also always present and will really affect what clothing you'll need. Now, the 21st of June is the longest day of the year, but basically for the entirety of June, it's daylight 24/7. We'll get some darkness from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m., but you're not gonna notice that. Basically, from the 15th of June until the 15th of July, it's daylight 24/7. And here is what you should wear. It's pretty mild overall, but you never want to underestimate the weather in Iceland. Always be prepared. The main difference here is that you stop wearing a winter parka and switch it out for a shell or a raincoat or a summer parka. And this is basically what you're gonna be wearing for the entire summer. July is Iceland's warmest month, but it's still pretty mild, or around 10 to 15 degrees Celsius. There are definitely days where you can wear a t-shirt and shorts, but there are also days where you're gonna need to layer up. It really depends on how lucky you are and where you are in Iceland. Now, there's still a good chance of rain, especially in the south. July isn't much windier or rainier than other summer months, but as always, you can expect a few rainy days and the wind is always there. The days will start to get shorter, but you're not gonna notice that. It's basically daylight 24/7. And here is what you should wear. This is the same as June. You might even get away with wearing almost no outdoor clothes if you're super lucky. In August, it starts to get a bit colder. Daytime temperature averages around 8 to 13 degrees Celsius. And nights start to get chilly again. Now, the start of the month is similar to July, but at the end of the month, summer is basically done. But actually, well, it really depends on the year. Sometimes August is amazing all throughout the month. And some years, autumn basically starts in August, like the beginning of August. Now you can expect a bit more rain, and again, the wind is just always there. Yeah, it's gonna increase slowly as we get into winter, but it's not a huge jump in August. Now in August is when you start to feel the days getting shorter. By the end of August, we'll have around 15 hours of daylight. And you might even start to see the first northern lights of the season. But you have to be pretty lucky for that, and generally August isn't a great month for the northern lights. So if you want to see the northern lights, August should not be the month for that. And here is what you should wear. Now August is a bit of a wild card, so you never know what will happen. But I'll still recommend the same as the rest of the summer months. If you're wearing base layers, plus mid layers, plus a shell and shell pants, then you're basically ready for anything. Now, I also wanted to throw some quick tips your way. Temperatures are pretty mild, and you don't want to underestimate the wind. The weather can change very quickly. You want to be ready for it, which is why wearing good outdoor clothes, or at least having them with you, is so important. Make sure to bring a backpack with you on your day trip to keep some items ready to go. You can basically travel whenever you want from the 15th of June to the 15th of July, since the sun is always out. So if you want to get away from the crowds, maybe start your trip at around 2 p.m. And make sure to bring a sleep mask. June to August is peak summer season, so make sure to book ahead. So many people skip the north the east, and the west fjords. If you're just starting to plan your trip, make sure to try and include these areas. You won't regret it. And that's it. I hope you have a better understanding of how cold Iceland is and what weather to expect. And remember, you can rent all the outdoor clothes that you need at icelandcover.com. Use the code SUMMERCOLD for 10% off at Iceland Cover. If this video helped you out, please tap that like button and subscribe for future videos so you can make the most of your trip here to Iceland. I'll see you in the next one.